Okay, so now we have our room 01. What I'd like to do now is, well, we need it for all the other rooms. So I'm going to show you, there's a couple of ways we could do this. I tend to like copying previously done work rather than having to redo the same thing over and over again. So the way I'd be tempted to do this, is to go room 1 furniture, copy this import, this layout, sorry, create a copy, move to the end, okay, and then I'm going to rename that room 2 furniture. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so that's room 2 furniture, but it's still showing room 1. So we can click in our viewport. We'll need to unlock it for this, and once we've unlocked it, we hold down our middle mouse button, but before we move it, after we've held down the middle mouse button, we hold down shift. Now what shift will do, if I show you without shift, hold down our mouse button, we're going to pan this to get room 2, but look, we're going up a bit, we're going down a bit. How do we know we're going to still be in line and we're not going to throw everything off? So if I hold down my middle mouse button before moving anything, I hold down shift, now it locks us, it turns on, it's like ortho. We've only got, we can only go horizontally, you see. So I'm going to move it there, and I'm going to click outside. Now our viewport, because room 1 was a lot smaller, we don't have room. So let's turn on viewport layer temporarily. I'm just going to use my grips. I'm just going to drag that out to about there. Okay, and then I'm going to double click and I'm going to escape. Now what's happened here? Well, because AutoCAD is so intelligent, it knows that these dimensions were associated with room 01. So it's keeping them, when I've moved the viewport, it's keeping them in place. Okay, so I'm going to delete those, and I'm going to put new dimensions in. In theory, I could have moved the grips, I could have moved dimension. This dimension of this point I possibly could have left, but because you've got this association with the original points, it can lead to trouble down the line. It's easier to, dimensions are so easier to do in CAD now, it's easier to just delete the original ones and put new dimensions in specific to the actual area you're talking about. Okay, so, and I like to have my dimensions outside. You can see we've got a bit of, I'm just going to bring that bring this viewport in a bit, because we're catching a bit of that detail outside, so let's, there. Okay, this note is getting a bit lost in there, I'm going to put it there, and then let's turn our viewport off again, hide some of those lines, and there we go. So now we've got two options. Let me save the drawing. We can either copy room 1 lighting and rearrange the viewport again like I've just done, and do it again for heating, but chances are our viewports would look a bit different on each drawing, it'd be a bit messy. So now I've done this one, it's easier to just copy this, move it to the end, copy, and create 2 copies of this drawing. And we'll call it room 2 lighting. Put my caps lock on there. Room 2 lighting. room 2 heating. Okay. And I will lock my viewport. So, room 2 lighting, I'm going to lock the viewport, and we can actually do layer control through here. The pull down menu is a bit quicker. So we want, this is a lighting layout, we want to, and it's this one here, viewport freeze, so freeze furniture, unfreeze lighting, keep radiators frozen, and then click out. And then room 2 heating, double click, lock our viewports. We will get rid of furniture and we will bring in radiators. Okay. And we can move the name tag up for these. Actually, that needs changing. Room 2. Room 2. Room 2. There we go. So now we've got room 1, room 2. So to recap, I used one of these, created the new room, and then copied that room and just did some layer control to get the lighting and the heating. And I'm not going to go for every room. You can do if you wish to practice, but I'm sure you get the idea. That would be carried through with each room, and you would end up with 3 layout tabs for each room: furniture, lighting and heating.